Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers have been riding a wave of highs and lows this season. And while the team's overall performance has raised eyebrows, one player has been quietly rewriting the narrative for catchers across Major League Baseball. Will Smith, the Dodgers standout behind the plate, is putting together a campaign that could easily be called historic, and yet it's the kind of achievement that slips past the headlines when the team hits a rough patch. Even with the Dodgers sliding into second place in the National League West, Smith has been a constant presence, proving that individual brilliance can sometimes shine brightest in the midst of adversity. In a recent matchup against the Los Angeles Angels, Smith went 1 for 3, driving in 3 runs, 2 of which came from a first-inning home run that immediately set the tone for the game. The Dodgers ended up losing that contest 6-5, but the focus on team results often overshadows the magnitude of what Smith is accomplishing this season. Hitting over 312 with 15 home runs, 54 RBIs, and an OPS of 940, Smith's numbers speak for themselves. It's the kind of performance that any catcher would dream of, yet only a handful have managed to reach these heights in the last 2 decades. The combination of average, power, and plate discipline is rare, and the league is taking notice, even if the standings might suggest otherwise. Smith's presence behind the plate isn't just a defensive anchor. It's the heartbeat of the Dodgers' offense. His ability to reach base with a league-leading on-base percentage of .416 and a slugging percentage of .524 puts him in elite company. Since the turn of the century, only 3 catchers have managed a season with a batting average over .300, an on-base percentage over .400, and a slugging over .500. Jorge Posada, Joe Mauer, and Buster Posey. Smith is now on the verge of joining this exclusive list, highlighting just how remarkable his campaign has been. Mauer accomplished the feat 3 times within a 6-season span, capturing the American League MVP along the way, a testament to how impactful this level of performance can be, both at the plate and in the broader context of the team's success. What makes Smith's achievements even more extraordinary is that no Dodgers catcher in the World Series era has ever led the league in on-base percentage. It's a stat that combines patience, discipline, and an innate sense for the strike zone, and it places Smith in a position to make history in a franchise filled with legends. Over the past 4 years, only 3 Dodgers have led the National League in this metric, including Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani, but Smith's consistency and production behind the plate elevate him to a different tier entirely. Alongside leading the league in hitting, Smith is on track to potentially claim a batting title for Los Angeles, a feat not achieved since Tommy Davis dominated in the early 60s. Even with the team struggling in the standings, Smith's individual brilliance is impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, Shohei Ohtani, the Dodgers' two-way sensation, has been another figure defying conventional limits in baseball. Despite being embroiled in a legal matter off the field, Ohtani has remained laser-focused on what happens between the lines. His commitment is clear, playing nearly every game, leading the league in plate appearances, and continuing to pitch at a high level following a season-ending elbow injury 2 years ago. Ohtani's numbers are staggering: 43 home runs, a slugging percentage of .630, and an OPS over 1.021. On the mound, he brought a 2.37 ERA into a recent start against the Angels, proving that his dual-threat capabilities are still very much alive. His ability to compartmentalize and perform under pressure speaks volumes about his mental toughness and the professional approach that has made him one of the most captivating players in modern baseball. The Dodgers' recent series against the Angels painted a mixed picture. While Ohtani struggled to navigate a first and second, one-out jam that ultimately led to 4 earned runs in 4.1 innings, it didn't overshadow his overall dominance this season. Baseball is a game of peaks and valleys, and even the best performers face challenges on any given day. The broader context, however, highlights just how significant his contribution has been. Between his bat, his arm, and his presence on the field, Ohtani continues to be a central pillar for the Dodgers, a player whose impact can swing a game in an instant and whose season-long performance is reminiscent of some of the greats in history. For the Dodgers, these individual achievements come amid a team facing a stark reality. After a strong start that had them 24 games over .500 and a 9-game lead in the division by early July, the team has faced a significant downturn. A 12-21 record since July 4th has brought them back into second place, trailing the San Diego Padres by a single game. The narrative has shifted from domination to a fight to reclaim momentum, and every matchup now carries the weight of urgency. While Will Smith and Shohei Ohtani continue to perform at elite levels, baseball is a team sport, and the Dodgers' struggle to consistently convert offensive and pitching opportunities into wins has become a focal point of discussion. Manager Dave Roberts has had to navigate these turbulent waters, balancing the need for rest with the urgency of performance. A scheduled off day provided a chance to reset, particularly for the bullpen, which has been under pressure throughout the season. With key arms like Blake Trinan, Alex Vizca, and Jack Dreyer cycling in and out, managing fatigue and effectiveness has become a game of strategy as much as execution. Even in the heat of a series sweep by the Angels, the choices made on who to deploy and when have reflected the delicate balance between preserving talent and attempting to reverse a losing trend. Roberts' focus has been clear: maximize every player's contribution while preparing for the grind of upcoming games that will determine playoff positioning. The Dodgers' mid-season slide has also highlighted the razor-thin margins of success in the National League West. The Padres, riding a hot streak, have overtaken Los Angeles, forcing the Dodgers into a chase mode reminiscent of previous seasons. Baseball's narrative often swings between highs and lows in a matter of weeks, and this season is a textbook example. The combination of elite individual talent and team challenges creates a compelling story. Can a team anchored by players like Smith and Ohtani overcome slumps and secure their place atop the division? Or will the weight of recent losses continue to shape their trajectory? At the heart of it all, Will Smith's season remains a beacon. Behind the plate, his leadership, offensive production, and ability to influence the game at multiple levels make him a player to watch not just this year, but historically within the Dodgers organization. As the Dodgers navigate this turbulent stretch of the 2025 season, the broader context of Major League Baseball and franchise history frames their current challenges in a fascinating way. The Los Angeles Dodgers, a team long synonymous with championship pedigree and consistent excellence, are no strangers to periods of adversity. Yet even in a season filled with star power, the dynamics of slumps, injuries, and the grind of a 162-game schedule can test even the most well-prepared organizations. What makes this year particularly intriguing is the juxtaposition between the individual brilliance of players like Will Smith and Shohei Ohtani and the team's struggle to maintain dominance in a competitive National League West. It's a reminder that baseball is as much about the collective rhythm of a roster as it is about the flashes of genius that captivate fans. Will Smith's 2025 season is remarkable not only for its statistical brilliance, but also for its rarity in the context of Dodgers history. Catchers have traditionally been prized for their defensive acumen, handling pitching staffs, and providing leadership on the field, with offensive production often considered a bonus. Smith, however, redefines that standard by excelling both behind the plate and at the plate, delivering a season reminiscent of legendary catchers who have managed to combine these dual responsibilities with extraordinary results. The .312 batting average, paired with a league-leading .416 on-base percentage and a .524 slugging percentage, places Smith in elite company, a rarefied air that few catchers have even approached since the start of the 21st century. Only Jorge Posada, Joe Mauer, and Buster Posey have recorded comparable campaigns, and Smith's rise carries an added historical significance for the Dodgers franchise, a team that has never seen a catcher lead the league in on-base percentage in the modern era. The Dodgers' legacy of exceptional hitters in Los Angeles adds another layer to the significance of Smith's season. From Tommy Davis in the early 1960s to contemporary stars like Freddie Freeman and Tree Turner, the Dodgers have celebrated individual offensive excellence, yet catchers have rarely commanded that spotlight. Smith's ability to maintain a high batting average while also excelling in power metrics and plate discipline highlights not only his talent, but also the evolution of the catcher's role in modern baseball. Today, catchers are expected to contribute in ways that transcend traditional defensive responsibilities, and Smith embodies that evolution with a combination of skill, preparation, and resilience that has few parallels in franchise history. Meanwhile, Shohei Ohtani continues to defy conventional expectations for two-way players in baseball. His presence as both a hitter and a pitcher creates a strategic advantage that few teams in the history of the sport have ever enjoyed. In the batter's box, Ohtani's power and plate discipline make him one of the most feared hitters in the league, leading Major League Baseball with 43 home runs and an OPS above 1.02. On the mound, he brings a unique dimension to the Dodgers' rotation, able to impact games directly through pitching while simultaneously maintaining offensive dominance. This dual-threat capability forces opposing teams to adjust their strategies in ways that few other players can compel, creating an ever-present challenge for managers and pitchers alike. Despite a recent outing against the Angels where he struggled in a key inning, Ohtani's overall impact remains profound, underscoring the rare combination of endurance, skill, and mental focus that defines his game. The Dodgers' current position in the National League West highlights the thin margins that separate success from mediocrity in baseball. After an early season stretch where they appeared nearly untouchable, the team has faced an unexpected decline, going 12-21 since early July. This slump has coincided with a strong push by the San Diego Padres, who now hold a slim lead in the division. For a team accustomed to contending year after year, this shift serves as a stark reminder that even the most talented rosters are vulnerable to the cumulative effects of fatigue, injuries, and streaks of poor performance. Every series now carries immense significance, with the Dodgers needing to recover quickly or risk losing control of a division that has historically been theirs to command. The challenge is compounded by the intensity of head-to-head matchups, particularly against division rivals like the Padres and the San Francisco Giants, where every win or loss can have lasting implications for postseason positioning. Managing the complexities of this situation falls squarely on the shoulders of manager Dave Roberts, whose decisions are scrutinized with each passing game. Roberts must balance the need to keep players fresh with the imperative of winning critical contests, particularly in light of a heavily utilized bullpen and key pitchers who have been subjected to demanding workloads. The scheduled off day in the midst of a challenging series offers a strategic opportunity to recalibrate, ensuring that arms like Blake Trinan, Alex Vija, and Jack Dreyer are available and effective when called upon. Decisions about when to deploy relievers, when to rest starters, and how to optimize matchups against opposing lineups require an intimate understanding of player capabilities, stamina, and psychological readiness. Roberts' approach demonstrates that managing a baseball team is as much about strategy and foresight as it is about reacting to in-game developments, highlighting the intricate chess match that unfolds over the course of a long season. Beyond the on-field challenges, the Dodgers' season intersects with broader narratives surrounding player conduct, off-field distractions, and public scrutiny. Shohei Ohtani's legal situation, involving his agent and a real estate project in Hawaii, has generated headlines, but his focus on the game remains evident. Ohtani's ability to compartmentalize external pressures while delivering elite performance is a testament to his professionalism and mental fortitude, qualities that reinforce his value to the Dodgers not only as a player, but also as a leader within clubhouse. The situation also underscores the unique responsibilities faced by high-profile athletes, who must navigate complex legal, financial, and personal considerations while maintaining peak performance in one of the world's most demanding sports environments. Ohtani's calm and measured response to questions about the lawsuit illustrates a maturity and focus that complements his physical gifts, further elevating his stature within the sport. In addition to individual excellence, the Dodgers' season offers a case study in the unpredictable nature of baseball itself. A team can outscore its opponents over a stretch of games, yet still find itself falling behind in the standings, a phenomenon that reflects the sport's reliance on timing, situational execution, and the cumulative effects of winning or losing critical moments. Los Angeles' 10-14 record in the second half, despite outscoring opponents by more than 10 runs, exemplifies this paradox. Baseball rewards consistency, adaptability, and the ability to capitalize on key opportunities, and the Dodgers' current slump demonstrates that even elite talent cannot guarantee results without cohesion and timely performance across the roster. Shohei Ohtani has sent shockwaves through the Major League Baseball community with recent comments that hint at an uncertain future with the Los Angeles Dodgers, sparking a whirlwind of speculation among fans, analysts, and rival teams alike. The two-way phenom, known for his extraordinary abilities as both a pitcher and a hitter, appeared unusually candid in a recent press interaction, raising eyebrows with his criticism of the Dodgers organization. While Ohtani has long been a symbol of hope and excitement for the team, his remarks suggested growing frustrations with internal management, strategic decisions, and perhaps even clubhouse dynamics. Pundits and insiders are already debating whether these statements mark a temporary flare of discontent or a sign of a deeper, potentially permanent rift. Some sources speculate that the comments could be part of a negotiation strategy, a method to leverage better contract terms or influence team decisions regarding roster changes. Meanwhile, fans have taken to social media, dissecting every word, tone, and nuance, fueling a frenzy of rumors that Ohtani might not remain in Los Angeles for the long term. The timing of his remarks, coming after a season filled with both extraordinary highlights and controversial calls, adds another layer of intrigue, making it difficult to predict the trajectory of his career with the Dodgers and the broader MLB landscape. Analysts are noting the potential ripple effects across the league, with rival teams perhaps already contemplating bids to lure him away from Los Angeles. Industry insiders are suggesting that Ohtani's recent statements might be a precursor to a dramatic shift in the MLB's balance of power, as his talent could fundamentally alter the competitive landscape if he were to leave the Dodgers. The Dodgers have long relied on his unique ability to impact games both on the mound and at the plate, but murmurs of discontent could indicate cracks in the team's cohesion or a misalignment between player expectations and organizational strategies. Various executives and front office personnel are reportedly weighing scenarios in which Ohtani's departure could open up opportunities to restructure pitching rotations, batting orders, and even marketing campaigns, as his presence has been a cornerstone of the Dodgers' brand identity. Moreover, the international attention surrounding Ohtani's potential moves adds a global dimension, with Japanese media and fans closely monitoring developments, which could amplify pressure on both the player and the team. Speculation is rampant about possible destinations should he decide to leave, with franchises that have demonstrated the financial muscle and competitive ambition appearing at the top of the list. Even subtle shifts in team strategy, such as roster acquisitions, managerial decisions, or contract negotiations, are being scrutinized through the lens of whether they might influence Ohtani's ultimate choice. The MLB rumor mill is alive with talk of blockbuster trades, multi-year contracts, and strategic maneuvers that could redefine league dynamics. Every appearance, statement, and social media post is now analyzed for hints about Ohtani's intentions, turning what might have been a routine offseason into a speculative drama, with implications far beyond the confines of Dodger Stadium. Ohtani's criticisms of the Dodgers have also triggered a debate among commentators and analysts regarding the evolving relationship between superstar athletes and team management, particularly in a league where player mobility and free agency hold increasing sway. Observers point out that Ohtani's dual-role status gives him leverage unlike almost any other player, allowing him to influence not only contractual discussions, but also broader organizational decisions. Rumors are circulating that internal tensions may stem from disagreements over pitching schedules, training regimens, or the prioritization of offensive versus pitching responsibilities, though no definitive details have been confirmed. The impact of these dynamics is amplified when considering the Dodgers' historical approach to cultivating superstar talent and the pressure to maintain competitive advantage in a market saturated with high-caliber teams. Fan forums and media panels speculate endlessly on whether OHTANI's dissatisfaction reflects a broader trend in MLB, where player empowerment is increasingly shaping the narrative and influencing decision-making at all levels. Some insiders even suggest that the Dodgers might preemptively explore trade options to avoid losing leverage, while others believe they will make concessions to secure OHTANI's commitment for upcoming seasons. Every whisper from the clubhouse, every management statement, and every performance in games is now being scrutinized for hidden meanings, with rumors of internal dissent and potential departures fueling a climate of uncertainty. Should OHTANI ultimately follow through on these veiled threats or intentions, the ripple effects could extend to marketing strategies, fan engagement, team morale, and even league-wide competitive balance, turning speculation into a central storyline for the 2025 MLB season and beyond. Meanwhile, the baseball community is abuzz with theories about potential landing spots for OHTANI if he opts to depart the Dodgers, with every franchise known for aggressive recruitment being mentioned in conversations across media outlets. Analysts debate whether teams with strong pitching depth, flexible financial structures, and an appetite for marquee talent are more likely to succeed in convincing him to make a move, weighing factors such as ballpark dimensions, team culture, and championship prospects. Some believe that OHTANI could favor a city with international visibility or robust fan engagement, while others argue that his decision might hinge purely on competitive ambition or managerial alignment. Industry rumors even suggest that foreign leagues or exhibition opportunities might be used as leverage in negotiations, creating a complex web of potential outcomes that could redefine career trajectories and team strategies. Social media reactions further complicate the narrative, with fans speculating about every possible scenario, from blockbuster trades to unprecedented contract extensions, and commentators analyzing every nuance for hidden meanings. The Dodgers, meanwhile, are under mounting pressure to address the situation publicly, balancing transparency with strategic discretion, as any misstep could influence negotiations or market perception. Within this context, OHTANI's seemingly offhand remarks could catalyze one of the most significant player movement stories in recent MLB history, with implications that extend far beyond the immediate confines of Los Angeles, affecting league-wide negotiations, fan expectations, and the evolving dynamics of superstar influence in professional baseball. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.